Hi everyone, and welcome to this Melodrive tutorial video. In this video I'm going to be showing you how you can use our emotional API to change the emotion of the music that Melodrive generates in real time as your game is actually running. Now, the easiest way to change the emotion is via what we call the discrete mode. This is where you can actually set the emotion of the music with very simple terms like happy, sad, etc. And right now there are 5 emotions that you can use in this mode. So there's happy and sad, as I just said. There's also angry, tender, and the default, which is neutral. So I'm going to show you how you can use that, and I'm going to show you in this simple scene. The first thing I'm going to do is, just as we did last time, I'm going to drag Melodrive into our scene, and then I'm going to click the play on start button here. Now, by default, Melodrive starts in the piano style and in the neutral emotion. In order for us to change that emotion, I'm going to create a UI so that we can change that as the game is running. So I'm going to create a canvas here, and then within the canvas, I'm going to create a drop down. And then in the drop down, I'm going to make the options be the emotions that we want. So let's start with neutral, then happy, sad, angry, and tender. So once we have this, we need a script on this object which listens to when this drop-down changes and then changes the Melodrive emotion to match. So I'm going to add this just directly onto the component here. I'm going to call it emo change. Create an add. And then I'm going to edit this script. Okay, so when this component starts, I'm going to want to grab the drop-down component from myself. So I'm going to get component, drop-down, I'm going to import that from Unity. That's going to be and then what I'm going to do is with that drop down, I'm going to add a change listener. Now, whenever the value changes, I'm just going to grab the current value as text. And for now, I'm just going to log that to the console. Okay, now if I switch back to Unity and I enter into play mode, I'll hear Melodrive start playing, and then whenever I change the UI here, I should get the current value of the UI printed out to the console. Go to happy, you see happy down here. Sad, you see sad down here. So our drop down is working, but it's not actually controlling Melodrive at all. In order to do that, we need to call a public method that's on the Melodrive plugin component. So the first thing I'm going to do is grab that Melodrive plugin component. So I'm going to make a variable for it here, which I'm just going to call MD, which is short for Melodrive. and I'm going to say here MD equals game object. I'm going to find the Melodrive game object, and then I'm going to get the Melodrive plugin component from that game object. And that's because here we have a game object called Melodrive, and on the Melodrive game object we have the Melodrive plugin component. Now once I have this, I can change the emotion that Melodrive is using on our change listener. So here I'm just going to call md dot, and then I'm going to type set emotion. And this is what you can use to set emotion in this simple discrete mode that I was talking about. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to, instead of just logging this out like this, I'm going to just store this quickly into a string. Log that instead, and then set the emotion to the current value of the dropdown. Now when I go back to Unity and I go back into play mode here, I can use this dropdown to change the emotion. So let's go to happy. And sad. So as you can see, Melodrive seamlessly adapts to that new emotion, all in real time. And of course, this works with any of our other styles. So let's try this in our house style. If I type house into the init style property on the Melodrive plugin script there, and it's a play mode. So I can go down to tender, up to angry, so that's it for this video. I've just shown you how you can change the emotion with a simple discrete parameter on Melodrive, but that's actually one of 3 ways in which you can control emotion within Melodrive. In the next tutorial video, I'm going to be showing you the second way, which is called positional, and that's where you can attach emotions to game objects in your scene. So you can check out that and other tutorials on our channel, and if you like this video, please like and subscribe. Thanks very much, and see you next time.